Hey guys, the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Olayemi Kadiso, says the Naira's recent sharp rise is a positive verdict on policy action to curb inflation, not because the authorities have been intervening in its support. Hello guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for this coming out here. If you are just joining us, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you once again. The central bank governor says depleting external reserve not due to defending Naira, but it's for debt repayment. Now, so they don't talk am. Bloomberg reports this week said Nigeria was burning through its foreign exchange reserves at a rate not seen in 4 years, raising concerns that the central bank was depleting its dollar holdings to support the Naira after pledging it would allow the currency to float more freely. Now, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Kadiso, says that the Naira recent sharp rise is a positive verdict on policy action to curb inflation, not because the authorities have been intervening in its support. Like I told you before, that a Bloomberg report this week said that Nigeria was burning through its foreign exchange reserves at a rate not seen in 4 years, and this raises concerns that the central bank was depleting its dollar holdings to support the Naira after pledging it would allow the currency to float more freely. Liquid reserves declined 5.6% since March 18, when the Naira started its rebound from record low levels against the dollar to 31.7 billion as of April 12, according to Bloomberg's calculations based on the latest available data from the CBN. That is the biggest decline in a similar period since April 2020, according to the data complied by Bloomberg. It is not our intention to defend the Naira, Kadiso said on Wednesday during an event at the spring meetings of the International Monetary Fund and World Bank in Washington. The shift you haven't seen in our reserves, please pardon me, have really a little or nothing to do with defending any Naira, and that is certainly not our objective. He said the shift in the reserve is what is found in any country's reserves situation where, for example, debts are due and certain payments need to be made, and they are made because that is also part of keeping your credibility intact. Kadiso, who took the job in September 2023 after a long career as a private sector banker, played down the shift in reserves and said that about $600 million had flown into the account in the last 2 days. We are looking towards ensuring that we have a market that operates on its own. Willing buyer, willing seller, price discovery, he said. Ultimately, I perceive a future where the central bank will really not need to intervene except in very, very unusual circumstances. What is important is to us is that there is sufficient liquidity in the market. The currency of Africa's largest oil producer has recovered most of its losses since at 43% devaluation in January. The move follows 600 basis points of monetary tightening in February and March, and a raft of other steps by the central bank to improve local dollar liquidity and clear a $7 billion backlog of foreign currency orders. Rather, Kadiso said the rise in the currency was a sign that the central bank had convinced investors that it was willing to do whatever was necessary to stabilize inflation. The turnaround in the Naira's fortunes has been a roller coaster after years of being pegged at an artificially strong level against the dollar. Foreign exchange reforms in June began a decline that at one point had wiped more than 70% from its value against the greenback before it began to reel in mid-March. When I started, we had a situation where within a month or two, we were regarded as having the worst performing currency of any country, he said. 6 months later, we are judged to have the best performing currency of any country. I think those things speak for themselves. Okay, that is what he have said. Many foolish illiterates on this platform will never know this. They don't know that the primary objectives of foreign reserve is to settle foreign and other allied service. They naively think foreign reserves is just to be put out there to be admired. You are the dumb-headed because a country like Nigeria wide don't need to settle debt, as the multinational companies in nationwide are already taking more than enough. Although Nigerian-wide, it is called trade by barter, and Nigeria have more to offer in the open market of exchange. These are reactions from Nigerians. Well, CBN now has a governor. Nigeria will be great again. United and greater Nigeria we pray. And yet nothing to say to Buhari, who destroyed Nigeria. Time will surely tell, though the MFLA we all condemned seems to be more better than this current CBN chief. MFLA issue was his political ambition. Well, Nigerians, these are some reactions from Nigerians who have reacted to this. See, any country, when the deep hand they put for in reserve, that thing, good though. Then they talk am with a laugh. It be like say nothing they happen. This thing is not good at all. This thing is not good at all. Anyway, make we see as it will be. But the truth remains that Nigeria is still where it is. So since the Naira have started falling, like ice water, nothing has changed. And that one is what I don't understand. We're supposed to be getting the effects on the commodities, but things are still doubling. So nothing has changed. The inflation is still there. It's getting bad. You understand? Well, I'm dropping it here, guys. Let's hear from you. Kindly drop your comment below the comment section. Thank you for stopping by. Bye for now.